Okay, 2 more speakers have actually shown up, so we will have like 9 more talks there, and which might fill up today's time. And yes, I promise to put online the talks that have been today with the slides that we got, and everything will be fine and better tomorrow. And still, we have about like 42, 43 talks already submitted, but I think we can go up to 80 and even more. So there's still room on day 3 and day 4. So think about what kind of talk you will be giving, and please contact us at 263@lightningtalks.de. And please also give some feedback on the IRC channel on Freenode, which is hash 26D3LT. Right, thanks.
So, hello everybody. My name is Holger Rapp, aka Server. You can find my email address down here. And I want to talk about the Widelands open source game. That will be my first topic. And the second topic is our upcoming community meeting, which will happen just a few days from now in Karlsruhe. You have all the information on the slide, but the information will come out later again on another slide. So I want to talk to you about Widelands first, because I think not everybody knows it. What is Widelands? Widelands is a free, slow-paced, build-up, real-time strategy game. It is free because it is licensed under the GPL. It is slow-paced because the game can last for hours or days. It's built up because you don't have to destroy things like in StarCraft or Warcraft, but you have to build things up. It is real-time because all players play at the same time, so it's not turn-based in any way, and it's strategy, so you need brains and not a trigger finger or something. And it's a lot of fun. And actually it's also very old, so I think it's in its 9th year now. So the basic principle is just easily shown. You start up with this headquarters of yours, which is just on a map. And you can then use your mouse and order construction sites. For example, I ordered the construction sites here down on the left, and connected it to my road system. And then my people start carrying stuff there, wares that are needed to build up the construction site. And when it's done, the worker moves in and starts working. So you can see that somebody is chopping on the stones at the left. And this will give you back 1 more stone, and you have new resources to build new stuff. Actually, because it is quite old and quite successful, you can try it for yourself quite easily, because we are in practically all port trees that there are out there. The game runs on everything that has a CPU. And so just give it a try. It's a lot of fun. And you can find more information about the game on our homepage, which is just wlwidelands.org. Okay, so much for the game. The more important thing is the WHAG 2010. So WHAG is actually an acronym that stands for a lot of things, depending on who you are going to ask. Actually, we needed something that's good for telling your boss and something that's good for telling your friends. So we decided for this one. And what it will be is a developer and gamers meeting. So we want to advance the game there, so a lot of developers will be there. And we have some projects planned that we want to do. But we also want to play. So it really doesn't matter if you know the game, or if you know some programming language or something, or if you just want to game with us, just come there. It's a coding and playing event. Everybody's welcome. It's free of charge. But if you want to help out, nearly all skills are useful for Widelands. So we have artists, we have programmers, C, C++, Python, we have web designers. And if you just know something, come there, help out. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, maybe very important, it happens in Karlsruhe, and it starts just a few days from now, on the 2nd of January 2010. and it will end on the 5th of January 2010. And if you have any more questions and want to know anything about this, just write me an email. I'm not so much of a telephone guy, so I don't have a deck. Just write me an email. I'm reading them constantly. Thanks.
The next two lightning talks are done by Kerstin, and she will talk, her first lightning talk will be about open hardware, open design and community, and her second lightning talk will be about open source, open hardware, and survey results.
Hello, so my name is Kerstin Balker, and in the first talk I want to tell you about open innovation projects. So what is it? Some time ago I started looking around for open hardware projects on the internet, and I found it pretty tough to find open hardware projects because I didn't find any collection of projects like you would find them in the software domain. And well, that's why I decided about 1.5 years ago to start my own collection of projects, and I named it Open Innovation Projects. So on Open Innovation Projects you will now find open design projects, where I'm talking about open product design, so don't confuse it with web design. I know the terming is a little bit weird. And you also have the chance to promote your own projects. So what people are doing here, they're standing around and telling you about the projects. You can also put them there and tell people about it. What kind of projects am I talking about? We are not creating yet another directory of open source software projects. We are also not listing pure IT hardware projects. We want to build a community of open design projects, and as far as I know, there is no other community out there right now which has as many projects as we have them. And of course, it's all open source. It's licensed under Creative Commons license, so we follow the spirit there. As of today, there are 128 projects registered, and they come from a number of different industries, where the largest industries are consumer electronics and IT hardware. Well, this seems natural, of course, as there are strong similarities to software development in this area. But we also have a number of different industries like automotive, machinery, pharma, etc., where you would probably less expect to find open source projects. On our directory, we are not only listing the projects, we are also collecting information about them along 20 characteristics. And 2 of them, which are brought as an example here, are the community size and the development stages. So what you can see from the chart is that you can find all sorts of projects on this directory, starting from very small with just a couple of developers to very large projects with more than 1,000 or more than 5,000 developers in the community. And we also have projects along all stages of development, so from very early beginning planning stages up to stable production stages, which means that they are fully functional products permanently available on the market. So that was it for the first talk. Thank you very much.
So that is the openness, right?
And in my second talk, I'm going to tell you about openness and satisfaction in software and hardware, where I'm switching the role a little bit, and I want to tell you about my research work. So as Mitch said in one of the first talks, he told us you should do the job that you love, and that's why I decided to write my doctoral thesis on the topic of open source. And I'm especially focusing on the meaning of openness. And I figured out that many people think of openness in a more binary, black and white style. Things can either be open or closed. And I thought, well, maybe there's something in between, and I want to look on the different aspects of openness and treat it more as a continuous variable looking on different degrees of openness. And then in the next step,